So how does LocalGov Drupal help shift contacts by citizens to sort of online from either phone or email? Can it?
I think the channel shift argument is slightly bogus.
How do you mean?
So how do you run good responsive customer service? I think so. You take a step back from that, and you say, actually, what I'm trying to help a citizen do a thing, and I need to be aware of the channels that they're all using. So, sort of frequent flyers like me, we talked about this before. I want to in and out online. Great. So I want fast, efficient services.
In fact, you don't even want to hassle the
not really
the council.
I mean, and I'm sure there's lots of great transactions that we could talk about. But I want frictionless transactions. That's great. And I think when channel shift strategies are made, they're thinking about people like me. But I'm not the only type of person using this.
No, of course.
So you've got people who are digitally poor. They don't have access to any of the kit that we have. So what channels should they be using? You've got people who maybe speak in a different language. So how do we deal with that? Or people with accessibility needs, how do we help them? So I think just saying magic bullet, install Drupal, job done, is only part of the answer. So we're a big advocate of sort of responsive teams. So bring more skills in-house while making sure that you've got a really good agency network to buy in those skills and supplement what you already have. So have skills on tap wherever they are, and then have the tool set to be responsive to whatever comes down the track. So sort of shorter contract lengths, more skills at your fingertips. And you see councils that do this really well. I think you're doing some work with Woking. I think that's the strategy. Brighton and Croydon, it was very much, let's try and bring this closer to us, so we've got more. It's ownership, I guess, but just more control over what we're able to do day to day. And I think that strategy was really borne out in the pandemic. Where you're asking local government to sort of turn around apps on a dime. I'm big fans of Cumberland. I'll probably talk about them again. So formerly Cumbria Council. So they had good low code, good. They were Drupal users. They helped us found LocalGov Drupal. So when the pandemic came along, we're first to the market with an app that will basically do grant giving. It was a few days. Not having to strike any new contracts, not having to learn any new skills, because basically we can just do it. I think I will get back to your question in a second, but how can a set of technology and skills help deliver better customer services is how I would play it. So what's in your call center, how are you doing face to face, and how is Drupal content design, service design, and those other things? How is it part of that mix? And I think that's what I would advocate.